You know what's going on at the moment. There's just been an FDA meeting about which booster we should have in the fall, and they decided on a particular type of booster. What we know is that the coronavirus is going to continue to evolve, right? So we're not stuck here. It's a little bit like flu. So we're going to have to come up with a new booster, not maybe every year, but maybe every 2 years or something like that. So looking to the future, we need to think, how are we going to predict which kind of booster we're going to use? Secondly, more interestingly, we're thinking about pan-coronavirus vaccines. So SARS-CoV-2, the virus that causes COVID, is one of many, many, many viruses called coronaviruses. And we want to try and make a vaccine that can cover some of them, not all of them, but a broad swathe of them at least. So we've set up a collaboration between the Vaccine Research Center, that's me at the NIH, the Walter Reed Army Institute of Research, which is part of the US military, and Sanofi, which is a pharmaceutical company, and of course, Sheba. So the collaborative research agreement was signed, I think last week, really recently. And we are using the cohort data from Sheba to inform the design of this pan-coronavirus vaccine. So I'm really excited about this, and it's really looking forward to the future. And it's not something that we just apply to coronaviruses. We can use this as a research template to apply to influenza and other viruses, potentially of pandemic potential, which is what the SPRI was set up to deal with in the first place. I think the SPRI is a global game changer. I think the relationship with the VRC and our own pandemic preparedness program called PREMIS, I think these are global game changers because it's a new way of looking at the future of infections, a new way of generating vaccines, monoclonal antibodies, tests. It's difficult to tell the future. I hope it's a global game changer because I think we need a global game changer.
So this seminar, we have actually a SPRI seminar every 3 months approximately, but this seminar is really special. First of all, because we have 2 sessions in this seminar this month, and the first session is for all of the healthcare workers, the 9,000 healthcare workers who participated in our study. And the idea is really, first of all, to thank them and to share with them all of what we have achieved because of them coming on a monthly basis, giving blood. And that's something that is really, for me, very exciting. This part, I'll just say, we are going to, first of all, say what we have achieved. We're going to say why we have established the SPRI. And we're going to talk about a little bit about future pandemics, what might happen, how are we preparing. The second part is the scientific part, in which, as again, on a quarterly basis, we present the current results that we have up to now. So we're going to talk about, one is the last paper that we have just published in JAMA Networks on the correlates of protection for Omicron. And we're going to look also at some results that we have achieved together with the NIH. And then, as always, we have the keynote lecture of Dr. Danny Duick, our scientific advisor, who without him, none of this would have happened. Every day is still something new. We still are now looking at new. While the pandemic is behind us, we are still worried about continuing emerging variants of concern, which ones are rising, how do we prepare to really take care of them, particularly for the immunosuppressed population. I think they are right now, if we're talking about COVID, the ones at highest risk, and we're really concerned about that and having some studies to help them.